So today I explored the Vue.js library. Actually, not library; it's a framework. Sorry for that. So it was my first interaction with Vue.js. I'm basically a React.js developer, and I should not even say as a developer because I am a junior. But I know React.js, and I learned the Stack development over the 6 months. So uh, to me, Vue.js is a new kind of thing, and it was a very nice experience because the way we work in React.js, Vue.js is kind of different from that. Okay, and it also follows the component-based architecture, but it is offering something more. And what I really liked about Vue is that it offers very much simplicity, and also I haven't gone through much into the deeper state, but I learned a few basic things. For example, like the first thing I learned about is obviously creating components. So for creating components, we have this .vue file where we have the script tags, template tags for our templating, and style tags. So in a file, you can create styles. That file, those styles will be scoped to that component only. So it was a new thing for me, and we have this template tags where we can write our HTML codes, and we then have the script tags where we can import the other modules or packages. So it was a new thing for me, and in React we basically do everything in functional component style, but in Vue this was a new thing. So it definitely was amazing. And I also learned few things, like if I go to my other views, like this to-dos views, I learned a few new things here. Those were the ref and the reactive methods. So ref is like something like the for me it's like the use state in React, where we set an initial state and that state can be updated as well. So what happens here, that I created a to-do list reference, and this reference can be updated from function by calling the to-do list dot value, and then we can just update when we trigger any function. But the most amazing thing I liked about Vue is ability for the two-way data binding. Like example is that here is a component called to do item. Okay, so what happens that this component reserves some defines some emits, which are basically custom events, and we can define those events, and then we can also send some data with those events. And what happens that the parent component, this to-dos view, this is the parent component, to-dos view. This component is actually listening to those views right here. Okay, so we define that custom event in the component that we are rendering in the parent component, and then we are also adding an event handler, or I should say a function with the custom event, and this function can catch those data through the arguments panel, and then we can do some sort of execution based on that. So this two-way data binding was also a new thing for me, because in React we have this unidirectional data flow, and where we pass data from a parent component to a child component. So this really was amazing thing for me, and I really enjoyed creating the application. Although I created the application by watching a tutorial or a crash course, but this interaction with Vue was really a nice thing. It's like dating with someone new. So it was really fun, and let me show you what this application can do. So first of all, this has the routing system. We have a home and a about route, and also we have this create to do panel in the home route. So what it shows here is that you have no to dos to complete and add one. So when I create a new to do like play cricket, sorry about that, and if I create here a new to do is created, let's say learn the Django. I created here. So applications get the items get listed. It's normal for a to-do list application, and the amazing things are like if you check an item here, then that item will be striked. We can also uncheck, and we can also like edit, let's say play Ludo instead of cricket. And if we click the right button, then the state gets updated as well as the item gets updated. We also have this like trash icon, so we can delete an item from our to-do list. And then we can also just check, we can also add another item, let's say learn React. Okay, so let's create this, and now if I check all of the items in my to-do list, it will show me, let's say you have completed all your to-dos. So why this is showing me is that we use something known as directives in our like in our components. So those directives are like v-if and v-else. So and for like list rendering, we use the v for directive, where we list go through loop in the list, and then we send data as prop to our to do item component. And because it is going through a loop, it will just loop all of the it will loop the component as per the items are listed inside of our list. So so what I learned in the first day of my Vue journey is that I learned about the routing system. I learned about the reactive and ref method. I learned about a few directives. I also learned about custom events that you can create in the child component, and your parent component can listen to that event, and based on that event it can execute some function. So that was the first day of my learning, and as you can see my application as well. I will also list down the link of this application so that you can check it out. I later deployed it in my Netlify account, and hope you like this presentation. Thank you very much. Hope you have a nice day.